Honorable Union Minister for Railways, Communication, Electronics and IT, Shri Ashwini Vaishnaw ji, Chairman ESC, Shri Sandeep Narula ji, Founding Partner IAN Fund, Ms. Padmija, Partner GT, Vicky Bahel, Gurmeet ji, all industry captains, innovators, ladies and gentlemen, persons from media, and ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I would like to welcome Honorable Minister on behalf of Software Technology Parks of India. He was kind enough to give time for this inaugural session. Just I have requested, he says if it is for a startup, I must go, and he is there. As you know, Government of India is making all efforts, lot of efforts, to make this decade successful by strengthening innovations, entrepreneurship, and to create a startup ecosystem in this country. And there are three aspects for this. One is liberate entrepreneurship from web of government, typical rat tapeism. Number two, remove the silos among the ministries. Three, create institutional mechanism for growth of startup ecosystem in this country. Fourth is hand-holding these startup in this country. Software Technology Parks of India, along with Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, is working towards these goals of Government of India. For this very event, we got very good partner ESC, very good partner because we have mechanism, we have strength to develop horizontally startup. They have applied to fly them to USA. So this partnership, this collaboration is going to take around 40 startups from this place to USA to get exposure before fund managers, venture capitalists, or even the people who can give the problem statement to all of you. As I say, liberate entrepreneurship from the government typical machinery and remove the silos. I give some examples for this. I started my journey from telecom. It used to take 3 years to allot the spectrums to the telecom service providers. First time for 4G, TRA is given recommendation in 2007, and auction took place in 2010. Now, in the leadership of our dynamic, majestic, honorable minister, it took only 3 months. So 3 years has been reduced to 3 months. Once spectrum has been allocated to the telecom service provider, it used to take 2 to 3 months very easily when the spectrum is actually assigned to them. Here it took less than 24 hours. Any service provider who has deposited the money, they got the spectrum next day. So this is the first example how this very government, this our honorable minister, is able to achieve which everybody dream of. Next is about the silos. Now this 5G spectrum allocation has no use if there is no IoT in this country. And there is no use of IoT if there is no 5G services in this country. These can go together. If you can generate data from IoT, there has to be some carrier who can carry from one place to another place. So standalone 5G could be a failure, standalone development of IoT could be a failure. He did both the things together. When we are accelerating a startup ecosystem in the country, at the same time, we are allocating 5G spectrum to the telecom service providers so that we can get real fruits of technology in this country. Creating institutional mechanism. We have 64 centers across the country. Out of that, 54 centers are working in tier 2, tier 3 cities. We have largest horizontal presence, wherein any startup, any new company, any new IT company can board there, can get plug and play space there. It doesn't matter whether you are in Mehrampur or you are at Samastipur or you are at Delhi or you are at Bangalore, you will get the space to work along with your laptop. We are providing plug and play space at 64 locations in this country, and 54 out of them are in tier 2, tier 3 cities, because we are sure that next growth is coming from the tier 2 and tier 3 cities. So we are creating institutional mechanism, not only in terms of providing space to the startup, but we are also having 20 Center for Entrepreneurship in this country, which provide technological support. So horizontally, we want to see growth in a startup, whether it is in terms of the spatial growth. We are providing 54 locations, and same time, for technology, we have developed 20 Center for Entrepreneurship, and those Center for Entrepreneurship have state-of-art labs for various domains. Like if somebody wants to do their development, their startup in automobiles, we have wonderful Center for Entrepreneurship, which is equipped with all lab equipments at Pune. If you want to work something on AR, VR, we have fully equipped lab at Hyderabad. If we want to work on Medi Electronics, we have fully equipped lab at Lucknow. So we are not only taking care of their spatial requirement, we are also taking care of their technology, their lab requirement. In this way, we are creating an institutional mechanism in this country. Third is hand-holding. This is one example of the hand-holding. Though we are providing mentorship to all of them, we are doing boot camping. We have all good authorities on the subject, though really know the subject, as a part of our mentorship. We have chief mentors, and our Center for Entrepreneurship is not typical research and development center. They want to create entrepreneurs from that very center. We have partners who is doing boot camping to them. We have mentors who are telling what to do, what not to do, so that we are not in basic research, we are not in applied research, we are in translational research. You have to translate from your basic, what you thought, your idea, and then convert into product and make it commercialized as early as possible. And I think this is the most opportune time for the startup to grow this country, because we will not have such a leadership never in this country. We have wonderful leadership, we should take advantage of it. And number two, world is looking for some partner, some country who can give trusted technology, who could be the trusted partner. So this is the best time for the startup to having such a good leadership, and world is looking towards country to get the trusted partner for the technology. And as you know, technology is the biggest leveler. Now this UPI has already shown that technology is not is for elite class, it is for everybody. And in fact, for me, macroeconomic data does not much impress to me. What impressed to me is when Honorable Prime Minister inaugurating or launching the National Logistic Policy, then he says that I want to use the technology in logistics in such a manner that no driver sleeps at the street or road. You should ensure that all drivers are sleeping in the night at their home. This is the problem statement to all of us. Such a statement impress, such problem statements when come from the top of this country, then it gives a lot of energy, lot of enthusiasm to all of us. And Honorable Minister has already working toward it. He has already given 10 problem statement from Ministry of Railways with all protection to market access, revenue assurance, everything. So such problem statement and funding, two are the main requirement, and third is the market access, which in any case we are going to do through this conference, through this seminar. All such initiatives, I am sure, will lead to self-reliant country. Thank you very much.